Ito paniod ko.
Hindi pa lihat to guys, smoke man. Okay siya. Tungagan ako.
Kasi
I would constantly spam like that doesn't YouTube today. And like the first few people that I finally got in contact with, I learned from my boss that they helped me understand about the community and stuff like that. That is.
So how do you think about
a lot. So what we're doing now, like really, this definitely won't apply to too many people, but they just do a nightmare. You know, like I want to put a basketball court or helicopter. It's just like right now the company, we're more of a logistics company now. You know, so it's just been pretty crazy because it is doing bigger and stuff.
have you used the new studio? This is out of data.
Yeah.
Have you used it and how do you feel about it? You got any?
I mean, honestly, I'm sure once I get used to it, I'll like it. I'm constantly just trying to figure out where things are. That's probably not what I should say, but I just can't find anything at the time.
Yeah. You want to do it on feedback about it? What can we look forward to with distribution?
Oh my God.
5 years.
They don't care. 2020 is the year of PC, so if that interests you, feel free to reach out to me. It's probably going to be in like, you know, September, October, far away, but it's been on the radar.
TCs.
Yeah, TCs will probably be like plastic in the ocean. I honestly, like, I'm still trying to, you know, figure out what we're meant to do. I don't know the details yet. Honestly, I just want to keep making better and better and better videos, and that doesn't always mean money, and that's something I'm going to be trying to or, you know, time, effort, creativity, or other ways to make a better video. So I just want to keep making better videos, do really fundraising thing, and I love YouTube. I want to be doing this channel in 10 years. This is all I want to do. I don't want to do anything else.
Do you have any thoughts on where to might end up in 5 years?
You really want to know what I think?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, obviously, I don't know the exact metric, but I think it's like 90% of searches, less whatever, go through Google. Google obviously has YouTube, so obviously a lot of that would go to YouTube. And so I think, you know, YouTube's only getting bigger and bigger. It's a great place to be honest. I don't think there's that many more lucrative companies really out there than being a YouTuber. Just to be great, you know what I mean?
Well, it's been awesome having you on here. I really appreciate you sharing your insights with other creators, and wish you the best of luck in this channel this year. You know.
Leave a comment if you have questions. I'm tired. You have a lot of stuff, right?
All right, I'll do it.
Good?
Yeah.
All right, there you go. Hit them with your hard questions.
All right, thanks everyone, and keep it real.
This is fun. I love this. Totally. Like, seriously, I love helping YouTubers, and it's kind of hard because a lot of people do ask for advice, but I don't see somehow. Like, feel free to ask me questions. I love this.
I studied the last 20 videos from Mr. Beast's other channel, Beast Reacts, and in this video, I'm going to show you how he applies the winning formula from his main channel to get millions of views on this way simpler style of content you could actually make. And the first thing that stuck out like a sore thumb is that even though the Beast Reacts videos are just two guys in a room chatting, he still manages to make his topics just as interesting with a fraction of the work. And he does this by finding visually interesting, unusual, and exciting things to make the topic of his video. And then he just simply features that interesting, unusual, or exciting thing in the fun. I mean, look at that. Who could ignore that cake image? And that's why you should always be on the lookout for incredible stories in your niche that are absolutely ordinary, because when you find one, it's potentially accompanied by a really made, highly clickable thumbnail tape. And being out of the ordinary is a big part of the next thing I know is kind of surprising. Jimmy doesn't actually mention in his titles that they are reaction videos. The expression on his face kind of hints to it, and that makes sense to me because you have to work out what the most clickable thing about your content is to your viewers, and then make it stick out to them really fast. And in this case, mentioning their reaction videos will actually get in the way. Just every title on this channel is short and sweet, and just simply say what the amazing content inside is, which works so much better than a title like this. Which of course is the same system he uses on his main channel. And of course, getting a clip is one thing, but once you have a viewer in, you've really got to keep them watching as long as you can. And Mr. Beast once said, you don't need an intro, that's what your title's for. But keeping an intro short is very tough. And how short is short? To try and give you more accurate answers, I studied the 20 video intros. And this is what I found. On average, his videos show a clip relevant to the title in the first 4.5 seconds. In other words, he shows the viewers that they came to watch really fast. There's no introduction to who he is, there's no backstory, he's included in the content. In many cases, he doesn't even say that he reacts it. It's straight into the
These are the most expensive items in the world, ever. This thing right here costs $1 million.
And you might have noticed that the 3 videos on my spreadsheet that have not been intros. These were all from the same type of video, but he sets up how the concept of it will work because they're going to play a game. So even though his videos tend to start very fast, sometimes you still can't avoid a short setup. What's crazy is, without those 3, the intros were on average 3.1 seconds long. And many were just 1. So you should try this. When you make your next video, keep the intro under 2 sentences. Ideally just 1, and then just get going. And the next part of the formula is really smart. It's something any creator can take advantage of. But before we move on to that, I need to show you what I found about their editing in the first 20 seconds. They were on average 14.75 cuts. Actually, I tried to count every text, cut, and effect that he used, and I literally couldn't keep up with it. So what does that teach you? Well, actually, it teaches you not to edit like Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast has been making content for years. He knows this style works for his viewers, but if yours are older than his, say in their 50s, it's too fast. The older generations prefer a slightly slower pace. And if you're trying to teach someone complex maths, well, that's not going to work either. So editing is about creating a style and pace that works for your viewers. But we can still learn a lot from the way he keeps his attention, even if your own pace is a lot slower. Which moves me on to analysing the very smart way he uses text. Look at this. You're reading this text, aren't you? And that's because it's very hard not to. And when you listen, watch.
Secret I learned from Dave Ramsey. And so YouTube is, I'm not good at math, 17 years old. Last year I got his driver's license and we're afraid he's on the road. Like YouTube has been maturing. The question is, can you still break out? Can you still break in? And I've got good news for you. The answer is yes. And that's not just my opinion. I actually want to talk about why now is the best time to be going all in on YouTube. Not only is it continue to grow in terms of monthly active users, 2.3 billion users worldwide. Now imagine how big that number is. And imagine you're 1,000 subscribers, they're in there. You're 10,000 subscribers, they're in there. But all opportunity is there, and the pandemic accelerated the growth of YouTube and the consumption of YouTube. Like my parents watch YouTube. I decided Christmas with my parents. They're like, yeah, we have favorite YouTubers. It's like this singing couple in a car. They put it on their little projector. My stepdad Bill, he loves this projector. He's like, check out these YouTube channels I'm watching. I'm like, what the heck's happening? Kyle Anderson on the Think Media team. He's like, my dad is watching Mr. Beast every morning. And a gardening channel every day, religiously watching this vlog. So YouTube is still healthy, it's still growing. But the rabbit hole goes deep. business side of it, of course, has a really being in the creator economy. And you may have seen this Forbes article that talks about why the creator economy is worth watching in 2022. It says with more than 50 million independent content creators, curators, and community builders fueling this new trend, this generation of micro entrepreneurs is currently valued at $20 billion. I'll continue. But right now, this industry, creator economy, is currently valued at $20 billion. Think about the size of that number. Think about the practicality. Is it possible for you to earn a couple extra $100 a month, $1,000 a month, $32,000 a year, a six-figure income? Think about how much room there is inside of the creator economy ecosystem for you to launch a channel, start a channel, build your brand, build your business. But check this out. It now says with